So in this video, we will be talking about how to actually grow your Twitter account. In the previous video, we discussed how to grow your business Facebook account, why you should have a separate account so your business connections don't mix with your personal connections, how to actually grow your page on Facebook and do it without paying for ads. And in this video, we will be talking about how to grow your Twitter account with people that are likely to use your service. Also, we are going to talk about two methods, because Twitter doesn't really have groups. It has something called lists. So we're going to use Twitter to actually grow our following so we look like an authority in our niche. So let's jump right into it, and I'm going to show you how we will do that in two different ways. So one of the ways is we'll actually go to Google and not Twitter. That's because we want to be searching for lists. And the way we do that is by Google X-ray search. So what we are going to search here is sitetwitter.com, in URL, lists, and then in those little arrows, we are going to put the niche that we are searching for. So if you're searching for restaurants in California, we're going to type restaurants California. And we're going to search in Google for this. So what actually happens is now Google shows us results on different restaurants in California from lists in Twitter that people have created. So they have already done the hard job for us. Now, the only thing we have to do is actually go in those lists. So we're going to click on one of those and we're just going to choose a random one. Let's choose this one, for example. So as you can see here, 168 members in this list of restaurants in California. So what we're going to do right now is click here on members. And now we can see all of the members in this list, and those are all restaurants. So what we can do is actually follow them, and also we can add them to our own list. So let's create a list right now. We click on add or remove from lists, and as you can see, I don't have any lists. So we'll create a new one. Let's say restaurants California. So you can enter a description, it's optional, and you also have to make this list private, so only you can see it. So we'll click on save list, and as you can see, we've right now added them to our list of restaurants California. So now we have them added somewhere else besides our following. So now we can always go back and find these people. So let's just add this restaurant as well. So we're going to click here and add to restaurants California. And just like that, they're added to our list and we can always find them. And we are going to do this with every one of those restaurants here. And there's no way to actually automate this. So you have to do it manually, but believe me, it will pay off. The other thing you can do is actually come here and start following all of those people. So you'll follow all of those restaurants, and in return, they'll probably give you a follow back. So now they can always see your posts. Not only that, but if you have created your Twitter account well enough, you will actually look like an authority in the business that you have actually chosen to be. So let's say you're a digital marketer, you have to make your account look like an account of a professional digital marketer. So now you're going to add all of those people, and in return, they're going to follow you back. And that is one way of actually growing your Twitter account. And that's one way in which you can actually grow it with people who are more likely to use your services. The other way is just growing it so you actually just have followers. So how we're going to do that is, so let's say that you just want to increase your followers on Twitter. And I recommend this in the beginning because you probably won't have any followers. And before you actually follow all of those restaurants or any people from the niche that you have chosen, it's actually better to have some followers already so you can actually look like an authority. So what I recommend is actually going to somebody who is a famous entrepreneur, for example. And in this case, I've chosen Richard Branson. So what you'll do to actually gain your followers is to actually go in his followers, because people who follow him may actually be interested in what you do and what your account is about. So you'll just go here and actually start following all of those people. You know, it's better to actually follow people who actually look like people, because as you can see, none of those accounts have profile pictures, so they're probably fake accounts. What you're going to do is actually follow the people with profile pictures, because it's more likely that they are real accounts. So you're just going to follow those people, find people who have profile pictures. I recommend you follow at least 500 to 600 people every day. So you can do that. It's not that hard. It doesn't take a lot of time. It will probably take you half an hour to an hour. So it's not going to take you a lot of time, but it will be worth it. I've explained why exactly. So this is how you actually grow your Twitter account. One way is to actually grow it only with people who will be interested in your services. And the other way is to actually first increase your followers as a whole, and then actually go and follow the people who would be interested in your services. So now, how do you actually go to your list? How do you actually find your list? The list that we created previously. So you just click on your profile picture and you click on lists. Now I can see the list that I have created. And right now, when I enter it, I can see the two members that we've added previously. So now I'm following them and I've added them to my list, so now I can always find them. And I'll explain why this is important in the next module. But for right now, just do this and find the people who are in the niche you've chosen, follow them, add them to your own list, which is private, so you can always find them. So I'm going to meet you in the next video and explain how we'll grow your Instagram.